I am going to discuss with you 7th class science chapter number 4, name is heat. Okay, in this chapter we will do a study about different type of materials. Whenever you touch that, you feel that it is cold or it is hot. And also we will learn here about the process of transmitting of hot, such as conduction, convection and radiation. And also we will do a study here why we prefer black color clothes in winter season and light color clothes in summer season. Also we will learn here why we prefer woolen cloths in winter season. Then all the topics that is related in this chapter, and we will do a study here one by one. Okay. First hot and cold. In your day-to-day life, sometimes you feel that some type of material is hot, whereas some type is cold. Like as you can see in this picture that what is this? This is ice. Ice is cold, whereas what is this? This is fire. Fire is hot. And you can see that sometime such as from this object you can see in this table that ice cream. How you feel whenever you touch to ice cream? You feel that it is cool. Whereas whenever you feel a spoon that is in cup tip is hot. Whereas fruit juice, when you feel that it is cold. Whereas whenever you touch frying pan, you feel that it is hot. Then some type of object is cold, whereas some type of object is hot. You can see such type of experience from your day-to-day life. You can see here from this diagram that what is this? This is a tea, and a spoon that is put into this tea is hot. Okay. Then these are the very common example, and you can see such type of example in your day-to-day life. Okay. Now for understand this, we come in one activity. In that activity you see that activity number first. You take a container that is filled of cold water, whereas you take a second container that is full of warm water, and you take a third type of container that in that container you mix cold and warm water simultaneously. Then what you think, what you feel? You will, whenever you put your right hand in cold water and after that you put your left hand in warm water, and at a glance you take out your both hand and put into container number C. What do you feel? You will feel that whenever you put your left hand in hot water, you feel that it is hot. Whenever you put your hand in cold water, you feel that it is cold. But sometimes you do not take a sense of measurement of temperature. Temperature is what? It is actually a measurement of heat. And whenever you put your simultaneously hand in mix cool and hot water, you have not take a measurement of temperature, how your hand you feel at that time. For to understand this, A reliable measurement of temperature is called temperature, and this is measured through the thermometer. Thermometer is a reliable measurement device of temperature. You can see here, this is the example of some type of thermometer. You can see here that this is the thermometer, and it is the example of clinical thermometer. In this chapter we will do a study about different type of thermometer, such as clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer, and maximum measurement device name is maxima minima thermometer. Then you can see here we do a consider about, you will consider here first type of thermometer is clinical thermometer. Actually, clinical thermometer is long, narrow, uniform glass having one bulb, and these bulbs have a container mercury, and mercury shows the actual measurement of temperature, and a kink that is present here that prevent to fall of mercury its own. Then this is the structure of the clinical thermometer, and the range of clinical thermometer, you can see here from this thermometer that its range is started from 32 degree and end with 42 degree. Then this is the example of clinical thermometer. You can see here how you will read and how you will measure the temperature in clinical thermometer. We will study here. You can see here, what is this? This is two line that is present here. This is the 35, 36 degrees Celsius. Whenever you will see in clinical thermometer between two big line, 5 intervals, 5 division is here. What it shows? It shows that in 1 degree 5 division is here, means every mark have 0.2 degrees Celsius. And whenever we read to thermometer, be assured that every mark present 0.2 degrees Celsius. And whenever you are going to measuring to clinical thermometer, be assured that it is, whenever you are using and you are measuring the temperature of humans, it should be below from 35 degree, because you can see here that, and you can see here that every 35 degrees Celsius. Okay, and whenever you feel that it is above of 35 degree, it is above of 35 degree Celsius, you jerk that thermometer, and what you will feel? You will feel that it comes below the 35 degrees Celsius. And a normal human have a temperature that is slightly above of 35, slightly above and slightly down of 35 degrees Celsius, and not above to 42 degrees Celsius. Okay, then whenever you take a such type of activity, whenever you take a measurement of your friend body temperature, what you observe? You will observe that every friend temperature is different, because the different type of humans body had different type of temperature. Then okay, then I think that now we come on laboratory thermometer. Laboratory thermometer is actually used in laboratory, because whenever you are using the laboratory thermometer, then its range is starts from -10 degrees Celsius and end with 110 degrees Celsius. And one different type of thermometer we use in our day-to-day life for measuring of weather, name is maximum minimum thermometer. Then it is also example of a measuring temperature device. Okay, then how you will feel that, how you will find out the any temperature, any like as whenever I am saying about the water, then how you will find out a water temperature at a time. For that you take a beaker and put 1/3 of the beaker with the water, and after that you take a thermometer and put into that. After what you will, and whenever you are putting the thermometer in water, be assured that it is not tiled, means it is not bent, your thermometer is not bent, and its bulb that is present on the thermometers is surrounded with the substances. Then it is very important whenever you are using a thermometer for occurring of water temperature, and you observe that whenever you will put a thermometer in beaker, that you will feel that you will observe that temperature of water at that time, then it is a temperature of water at that time. Then okay, now we come on activity number 4.5. In this activity you take a beaker, okay, and put 1/3 of warm water in this beaker, okay, and put a thermometer on that. Put a thermometer on that, okay, and you, whenever you put a thermometer in a beaker, you will feel that mercury and hold 2 or 3 minutes, and after that at a glance you take out thermometer from the water, you will feel that the mercury that is present on the thermometer is suddenly falls. What it shows? It shows that mercury measure a temperature. Okay, then it so here. Then now we comes from another type of thermometer that you can use in your present life, and it is very useful for the doctor and every person, because it contains no mercury. Because of mercury is a toxic materials, and whenever you are putting a mercury in your mouth, then it may be the danger of your health. That's why in this time digital thermometer is come in fashion. Then now we are going to discuss with you about the transformation of heat. You have already learned about how we measure the temperature from the measuring device. Now we are going to learn how heat transfer one to another. We will study here. For knowing this, whenever you can see here to this diagram that what it shows the process of conductions. You can see here whenever you put a frying pan on the burner, then what you observe that after 4 and 5 minutes after the frying pan is become hot, whenever you put off burner and leave that for 2 and 3 hours, you will feel that frying pan is going to be cool. Then it shows the transformation of heat is occurred here. Then this process, whenever heat is going through hotter to cooler, is called the process of conduction. For example, you can see here, you make an arrangement like that, like this diagram. You can see here, you take one rod, metallic rods, and put a equal distance of wax and fix a wax for equal distance of rod, and hold one end with a clip, and you can see in this picture that you put one end with the fix that, and another end you give a flame to that rod from the candle. What you will feel? You will feel that the first wax that is nearer from the candle is being melted, and this process is going continuously. Then what it shows? It shows that heat is going through hot to cold, hot to cool. Okay, and this process is called conductions. And you can see here that from this diagram that what is here? A metallic rod. Whenever we keep in our hand and give a flame to that metallic rod, then you will feel that the warm effect. What it shows? It shows that the heat is transferred to hot to cool, and hot to cool, and it is a process that this process is called, this type of transmission of heat is called conduction. You can see here from this diagram that another type of example of transmitting of heat is called convections. Okay, convection is what? Convection is actually whenever you take a round bottom flask and put 1/3 of flask with water, and in surface of flask put a on the surface of flask you put a potassium paramagnet. Okay, and after that you take a flame, you take a burner and heat and give to heat to that flask, making such type of arrangement. And after that you will observe that a water that is contact with the surface of flame, with the contact of the surface of flask is rise up firstly. Okay, and the place that is empty here is being filled with the water that is not in contact with the flame. Then this process is called a process of convection, transmitting of heat process called convections. Convection is a process. What is convection? Convection is a process by which heat is transmitted from one place to another place by the movement of heat particles of a gas or liquid. You can see here that how whenever we give a hot whenever we are giving a flame to the flask, then the water that is contact, that is make a contact with the flask, is heated first, and it will be rise up. Okay, and a water that is cool and that is dense is fill that area that is occur here. Then this is a process is called convections. You can see here in another example that whenever what will happen, what will come if I will say about the water, the rise water would be hot. After that it would be rise up, and the cold water that is in contact, it is not a contact, make a contact with the flame, and it is that water is cool, is come down and fill that place, and this cycle would be continued until all the water is being hot, is being boiled. Then this is the process is called convections. Then you know that sometime you can, for example, you take such type of example. Whenever you put a hand on the flame or towards the flame of the candles, and you put up your hand towards the flame of the candle, you will feel that it is a warm effect. Okay, why? And whenever you put your hand inside of the candle, you do not feel warm effect. Why? Because the air that is present and that is coming in contact of the flame is rise up. That's why it is going rise, and your hand is feeling warm effect at a time. But whenever your second hand is present in the side of flame, is not feeling warm effect. Then this is an example of the process of convections. You can see, you can take another type of examples, and that is experienced by you in whenever you will go to coastal area. The incidence is called sea breeze. What is sea breeze? Actually, whenever you go to sea breeze, you feel that how the sea breeze process is occurred. You know very well that whenever wind, sometime in daytime, actually wind is quickly hot rather than sea. That's why the wind is present here is being rise up, and after that the low pressure area is created here, and the high pressure area is created on the sea air. That's why you know that always air go through high pressure area to low pressure area. That's why the air come through sea to land, and the air that is rise up would cool after some time. It's again come in land. Then this process, this cycle is being continued throughout the day, and this process is called sea breeze. And sea breeze, that's why the window that is being made by the coastal areas, people always keep a face of window inside of sea, that give a cool effect, cool air cool air to window. That's why this is the process of sea breeze. And reverse, this process is being reversed in land breeze. What happened in night time? Nighttime land and sea is is land is quickly cool rather than sea. That's why what's happened, sea air is rise up, and the air that is present in land is filled to that area, and low pressure area is is occur here, and high pressure area is occur is usually start in lands. That's why air is blow through the land to sea, and this process is called land breezes. Then you can take this type of experience in your day-to-day lives in coastal area daily. Okay. Now, sometime you will feel that whenever you take a rod and give a heat to that iron rod, you will feel that it is this type of rod. Whenever you hold that rod on your hand would be burnt. Why? Because some type of material allowed to heat pass through them easily way, and such type of substance is called conductor. Aluminium, iron, copper is an example of conductor. Whereas whenever you will take a wood and give a flame to wood, then you will feel that no any heat is coming through the wood to your hand. Then it shows that it is an insulator and a poor conductor of heat, because this type of material do not allow to heat to passes through them in easily way. That's why this type of material is called insulator. And air and water is also a poor conductor and known as an insulator. Okay, then this is also a type of insulator and conductor, and you take such type of experience in your day-to-day life. And some another type of process that is transmit to heat to one to another, and such type of process is called radiation. Whenever heat is transferred to one to another without any mediations, without any medium, then you can see here from this example that whenever you keep your hand some distance, what you feel? You will feel that keep your hand. Whenever you will feel that sometime fire is firing and you keep a hand as about in a such some type of distance, then you will feel that your hand is warming. Why? Because it is the process of radiations. And sometime in winter season, whenever you start your heater in your rooms and lock that room, that you will feel that the warm effect. What it shows? It shows the process of radiation. Sometimes heat is transmitted without any medium. Then this type of process is called radiation. You can see here the process of conduction, convections and radiations. Whenever you put a candle, you hold metals and flame one end from a candle, then you will feel the warmth. Whenever you hold that metal on your hand, you feel that warm. Whereas whenever you are boiling of water in a pan, that you feel that some bubbles is present there. And what is its bubble shows? It bubble shows that when that water that is on contact of the fires is rise up, and the cold water is feel come and feel that place, and this process would be continue until all the water is being boiled. And the third type of transmission of heat is called radiation. This type of example, whenever you goes in sunny day, then you will feel that the sweating is come on you. Then what is this? This process is called a process of radiation. Then in this chapter we study three type of transmission of heat. First name is conduction. Second name is conduction. Second name is convection. And third name is radiation. Then three type of transmission of heat we study here. Okay, we have a study here. And now we are going to discuss about different type of experience you can see in your winter or summer season. Whenever you feel that whenever you wear deep color clothes in winter season, you feel more warmer than light color. Why? Because the radiation that is come through the sun is observed by the black colors automatically, and this process, that's why whenever we prefer black color dress in winter season, whereas the heat that is comes through the sun's radiation comes through the sun is whenever it comes in on a light color, heat is reflected through that, and that's why we prefer to light color clothes in summer season. Now one interesting things you can see in your day-to-day life, why we wear woolen clothes in winter season? Because what? Woolen cloth has traps many air on that. That's why, and you know that air is a bad conductor. Air is the bad conductor. Air is the bad conductor of heat. That's why the heat that is present in our that is present in our body is such type of woolen cloths do not allow to heat to escape out through our body, and it's prevent to heat to make a contact with the surrounding and with the environment. That's why we feel warm whenever we use a woolen cloth in winter season. You can see for knowing the example, you take a two type of container, you can see it from this picture, and put one container with the coat of black colors, and take another type of container that surface is white in colors. Put water for both container, same quantity of water in both container, and leave for 2 and 3 hours. What you feel? You will feel that the water that is present on black coated container is more warmer rather than white container. It shows that radiation of sun is being observed by black color is more than white. That's why we prefer black color clothes in winter season, whereas light color clothes in summer season. Okay, then I think that you would understand all the topic that is related to the chapter. And if you have any doubt, you write it in comment box and I will give a reply as much as possible. Okay. Now I am coming from the question answer of this topic. First question is given here. State a similarity and difference between laboratory thermometer and clinical thermometer. That what is the similarity? Similarity is first, both thermometer is made of a glass tube. Okay. Second thing is both thermometer has a mercury. Then it has a some similarity of clinical and laboratory thermometer. Whereas what is the difference between them? That clinical thermometer, clinical and laboratory thermometer. Okay. Then clinical thermometer have a range to 35 to 42 degrees Celsius, whereas laboratory thermometers range is start from -10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius, whereas clinical thermometer actually measure the heat of human body. Whereas laboratory thermometer is used for laboratory purpose. Then it is a difference between laboratory and clinical thermometer. Okay, now another questions is here, and what is our another questions is give a two example of conductor and insulator. Then I have already discussed with you substances that is conductor. First is iron and second is copper. Okay, whereas insulator is plastic and second is wood. Okay, then it is an example of insulator and conductor. The hotness of object is determined by its temperature. Temperature of boiling water cannot be measured by clinical thermometer. Temperature is measured in degree Celsius. Okay, now our no medium is required for transferring of heat. Okay, then this is radiation. Okay, a cold steel spoon is dipped in a cup of hot milk. Heat is transferred to its one end to another end. This process is called conduction. And cloths of deep color, black color, okay, color absorb more heat better than cloths of light color. Okay, now you have to match one column to another. Okay, then land breeze is a night time, sea breeze is daytime, dark cloth winter season and light cloth summer season. Discuss why wearing more layer of clothing during winter keeps warmer than wearing just one thick piece of cloth in clothing. Okay, then you know that a layer of cloths will trap more air comparatively of one thick layer. That's why, and you know that you can see here, and it is a layer of cloth. Okay, then it occurs more air rather than one thick air. That's why it's do not allow to heat to escape out through the broad body mode, and that's why your temperature that is present on your body would remain, do not go out through your body. That's why whenever you keeps more layer clothes in winter season, you feel more warmer than a thick layer. Okay, then I come from in our next question. What is this? This is the process you can see here, and look at this picture. The heat is being transferred by the process of the conduction, convections and radiation. So this, then you can see from this diagram that what it shows. It shows that whatever the it is the process. Whenever you touch a handle of pen, you feel that it is warm. Then it is a process called conduction. Process is called conduction, and whereas a water that is boiling here is the process. It shows the process of convection, and the area that is present there is warmer. Why? Because a process of radiation. Then it is a whole process of transmitting of gas, and it is an example of process of conduction, convections and radiation. In a place of whole climate, it is advised that the outer wall of houses be painted white. Explain, because white color reflect the radiation of sun throughout the day. That's why in hot area it is preferred white color rather than black. Okay, 1 liter of water at 30 degrees Celsius mixed with 1 liter of water at 50 degrees, then temperature would be what? Maximum will be not more than 50 degree or not, means it is between 30 degree to 50 degree. Okay, our next questions is shown here that an iron ball of 40 degrees Celsius is dropped in a mug containing water. Each 40 degrees Celsius the heat will be not flow from iron ball to water or from water to iron ball, because both temperature is same. Okay, a wooden spoon is dipped in a cup of spin. What you will prefer? You will think that does not become cold. Stainless steel pans are usually provided with copper bottom. The reason for this could be that copper is better conductor of heat than the stainless steel. Then I think that you have understood all the topic that is related to this chapter, and you have done all the question answer of this chapter. Then now I am going to wrap up my session here, and I will meet with you in next class with next chapter. Thanks.